Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Katya. For those of you who do, welcome back. So for today's video, I recently went on a little thrifting adventure and ended up finding this beautiful desk. I saw it hidden underneath a shelf and I saw the legs of it and I was like, oh my goodness, what is this? So I pulled the whole thing out and immediately fell in love with the desk itself. And I was thinking, where can I find a place for it? And I thought of making it into not a desk, but into a vanity. Because the vanity that I had right now, it was doing the job. It was pretty. However, it was way too small. I couldn't fit anything on it. I had shelves next to it with one of my microdermabrasion machine that I had. It was looking cluttered because it was too small for the window. There was something about it that I put it there temporarily and it never felt right. So I thought the desk would be perfect for my little makeup station. And I can use it as a desk at some point. But what was throwing me off was the color of the desk. You guys, if you've been following me for a while, know I am not much of a fan of yellowish tinted wood or even too much orange in it. I love my neutral wood, almost like an aged wood, like a driftwood that's been sitting out in the sun. That's the colors that I love. I love that real wood color. So I decided to sand it, revarnish it, restain it, and I am so in love with how it turned out. It's good. It's good. And I only end up paying this desk $39. I mean, it's insane. It's something that I feel I can get at a really like restoration hardware and spend a couple $1,000s on it. It is such a beautiful desk. And what I love too is that it has 3 drawers, so I can store all of my makeup in there. I organized everything. Anyway, I am so excited. Cannot wait to show you guys the reveal. So I thought I would film it for you. It's not this big, huge makeover, but I still think it came out amazing and worth me sharing it with you. Before we get into the video, I wanted to address a few comments about the DIY sandals. I didn't come around to answering people, but I wanted to let you guys know how they're holding up because a lot of you asked with the glue gun, how are they holding up? If it's too hot, will it melt? So here's the thing, when you're putting it on fabric, it will stay permanently glued. Like it will not tear apart. I mean, anything can tear, right? If you use any type of glue, eventually something can always tear. But I feel that when I've used it fabric on fabric, it will stay put. So that's why a lot of the sandals that I used, there was fabric on it. So it has to be fabric on fabric when it comes to the hot glue. If you really want it to stay, I wouldn't recommend it to put it on hard surfaces like plastic, vinyl, plastic on plastic. It's gonna peel off. But because I was using it on fabric, I knew that it would hold. I've done it in the past and it's actually really good. If you're someone that doesn't trust the glue gun, then you can go ahead and probably use the Glue 6000 or something like that. But I knew since it was fabric on fabric that it would hold up, and I have worn them a couple times and they are still holding up. I should do maybe a video to show you guys after the summer how well they've held up. And I know a lot of you were wondering if it's gonna melt in the hot heat. I mean, so far, I don't think it's gonna melt in the hot heat. Honestly, I've done this in the past where I've done fabric on fabric and it has held up still till this day. So I don't think that that's a problem. And another thing I also wanted to recommend for the last sandals I did with the hole puncher. A lot of you asked if it was uncomfortable on the feet. Totally fine. It's a flat surface. The little pin in the back is actually flat, so it doesn't dig into my feet. Totally fine. Another option, if you don't feel comfortable with that, you can also use some Gorilla Glue and then you can glue them on and not make a hole in the back. That's another option. So I wanted to put that out there because I know a lot of you were asking those questions, and so I wanted to answer your questions. But so far, they are all holding up really good. The sandals are not hurting my feet and the glue gun is holding everything in place. So anyway, without further ado, we are going to jump right into this video. Enjoy. Hey guys, so here it is. I'm thinking of putting this desk in my beauty room and using it as a vanity table because the one that I have now, which I'll show you after, is a little bit smaller and I can't fit as many things as I would love on the top of it. And I found this gorgeous desk at the thrift store and look at the price. I got it for $39.99, which is insane. This is such a beauty. I love the legs. I love that it also has drawers here, so I'll be able to store some of my makeup in there, my brushes. It's such a beautiful desk. However, there's a lot of scratches and scuffs here, and the color for me has a yellowish undertone, and you already know I'm not a big fan of that, so it needs a little love. So I'm thinking of sanding it and restaining it and making it a little bit more of my wood color that I prefer, which is right here. Like this table here, I love more of this shade versus this yellowish undertone. So we're gonna go ahead and take the legs out and then start sanding and staining everything. I know that this looks like an easy job, but I know from previous experiences that it is going to be a long and tedious one, but it needs to be done. There's a stain right here. Hopefully once I sand everything, it'll bring everything back to life and fit better with the rest of my home, which is more of a darker version of a wood. I mean, it could be beautiful in someone else's house, but for me, I'm not a big fan of this yellowish. So anyway, let's go ahead, start taking the legs out and then bring it outside and then start sanding. So I told you I would show you what the makeup station is looking like right now, and I had found this little vanity on Facebook Marketplace. I had sanded it and then sort of revamped it. It actually was a table that was cut in half, and I used one part of the table and it did the job. But now that I found the new vanity desk, I cannot wait. This actually does not have any drawers. It doesn't have much of the tabletop. You know, when I take out my makeup and I'm taking my brushes out, I don't have enough room. And another thing too is this chair is ginormous next to the vanity, so it's not doing the job right now. I mean, it's doing the job, but I wanted something a little bit bigger. And on top of it here, I have my microdermabrasion machine, and I had to put it on this tiny little shelf here. And what I was thinking is putting it on the desk, since I'm gonna have a little bit more space on there. And then we're gonna add a little decorations and then clean my brushes, put my brushes away and put my makeup away. And right now everything is pretty much stored in these bins right here. So my makeup is in this drawer and in here as well, and a little bit in there. So I'm gonna go through all of my makeup and then get organized. So I just wanted to show you what the situation looked like before. Okay, so I took out everything. I'm going to pass the vacuum, clean, and then we are going to put the desk legs on and then start putting things in place. I'm not sure, maybe I'm going to change the curtains. I'm not sure right now, but first things first is I'm going to put the desk there and sort of get an idea. But it looks so weird and empty now that my desks are not there. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pass the vacuum and clean, and then legs. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this revamp flip of my beauty station. Comment down below, let me know what you guys think. I feel that it elevated the whole room. It made it less cluttered, more elegant and feminine, and exactly what I wanted for my beauty room, because I felt there was something that was always off. It looked a little cluttered, it looked chaotic in there. It's my little sanctuary, you guys already know, and with a lot of clothes and stuff like that, sometimes it felt like it was closing in. And now that I got a new desk, a new feel, it makes it that I want to come here even more. So I am super happy of how it turned out. I love it, and I hope you love it as much as I do. For my next video, I told you that I was taking you thrift shopping. I thought it was going to be in this video, but it's going to be the next one, so stay tuned for that. I found some really amazing treasures, and I can't wait to share them with you. So, oh, outfit. I was going to forget the outfit part. Obviously, top to bottom, I am not wearing a hat today, which is surprising. I wasn't feeling a hat today, so I went with this super cute, I would say a knit shrug. I got this at, I think I thrifted it. Then the two-piece set, it's this tank top with a skirt. It has a tie-dye color to it, muted color, and I got this two-piece set at Forever 21, which I'm not 21, but I am channeling my inner 21-year-old. So I got that there. Belts, thrifted, the seashell is, and then the other belt is from Zara. All of my necklaces, Koakaya and Zara. And that's pretty much it. That is the whole outfit. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for your continuous support, your thumbs up. You guys already know it means the world to me, and I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Have the best week ever. Mwah. Bye, guys.